Have you ever wondered what could push a seemingly normal teenager to commit the unthinkable? Today we're diving into the shocking case of Carly Gregg, a 15-year-old girl whose life took a dark turn, leading her to murder her mother. This story is filled with twists, turns, and chilling moments that will leave you questioning everything. So grab your snacks and settle in. This is one story you won't want to miss. Let's rewind a bit. Carly Gregg was not just any teenager. She was a bright star in her school, a prodigy who skipped grades and impressed everyone with her intelligence. But behind that shining exterior was a storm brewing. Her parents had divorced and her mom, Ashley Smiley, had remarried. Suddenly, Carly felt like an outsider in her own home. Picture this: a young girl caught in the whirlwind of adult decisions, feeling abandoned and overshadowed by a new family dynamic. Her stepfather was a stranger to her, and the pressure of it all began to weigh heavily on her shoulders. It's easy to see how resentment could build up inside her like a pressure cooker ready to explode. As she navigated high school life, things took a darker turn. Carly began leading what some described as a secret life, dabbling in drugs like marijuana, something that would soon come crashing down around her. Now, let's fast forward to March 19th, 2024. A day that started like any other but quickly spiraled into chaos. Ashley discovered drug paraphernalia in Carly's room after receiving a tip from one of Carly's friends. Can you imagine how that conversation went? Ashley confronted Carly with love, but also fear. She was desperate to save her daughter from this dark path. But instead of understanding, Carly felt cornered. The argument escalated quickly. Emotions ran high as years of pent-up frustration spilled out. In that moment of rage and despair, Carly retrieved a .357 Magnum from beneath her parents' mattress. With trembling hands and clouded judgment, she confronted her mother in her bedroom, a decision that would alter their lives forever. The air was thick with tension as Carly pulled the trigger 3 times. In an instant, Ashley Smiley fell to the floor, silenced forever. The weight of what she had done crashed down on Carly like a tidal wave. But wait, it gets even crazier. After killing her mother, Carly made a chilling decision. She texted her stepfather to lure him home under false pretenses. Heath Smiley was met with chaos and confusion when he walked through that door. He had no idea what awaited him as he stepped inside his home. Carly shot him in the shoulder as he entered, the desperate act of a girl who felt completely cornered in her own life. Heath managed to wrestle the gun away from her before fleeing to call for help. Heath later testified about what he saw when he opened that kitchen door. "When I opened the door to the kitchen," he recalled, "the gun went off in my face before the door was even 3 or 4 inches wide open." In that moment of horror, Heath became both victim and protector, a man fighting for his life against someone he once loved like his own daughter. And just when you think it can't get any more unsettling, Carly invites a friend over after the murder. Carly casually asked her friend, "Are you squeamish around dead bodies?" Carly led her friend to Ashley's lifeless body, a moment that would haunt her friend forever. Imagine being thrust into such horror. It's almost unbelievable. Carly's friend later recalled feeling paralyzed by fear and disbelief as she stood before the scene of unimaginable tragedy. This shocking invitation highlights Carly's psychological state at that moment. A profound disconnect from reality that raises unsettling questions about her mental health. During the trial, they showed surveillance footage capturing Carly entering her mother's room with the gun hidden behind her back. The chilling video recorded everything: the gunshots and screams. Carly's defense team didn't deny she killed Ashley, but argued she was experiencing a mental health crisis on that day, one fueled by years of emotional turmoil and untreated mental illness. Psychiatrists weighed in on Carly's mental health history. Dr. Andrew Clark, child psychiatrist. Carly was suffering from severe mental health issues. Mood swings and hallucinations plagued her daily life. Carly had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had just started taking Lexapro for anxiety and depression, a medication that can have serious side effects if not monitored closely. Carly's medication became a crucial piece of the puzzle during the trial. Investigator Zachary Cotton, testifying, "At the time of her arrest, we were unaware of Carly's medication history. Experts highlighted how abrupt changes in medication could lead to withdrawal symptoms, and increased psychosis, factors that may have contributed to her violent outburst. The judge faced a tough decision regarding Carly's fate. Judge: if found guilty, she faces severe consequences. But if deemed insane, she may be sent to a mental health facility. Carly's age and mental health struggles complicated matters for both the prosecution and defense, forcing everyone involved to grapple with difficult questions about accountability versus compassion. Carly's fate hung in the balance as both sides presented their arguments. Prosecutor Michael Smith: ladies and gentlemen, there's no doubt Carly Madison Gregg is the one who killed her mom. A jury deliberated for hours, each member wrestling with their conscience as they weighed evidence against emotional narratives. After hours of deliberation, the jury found Carly guilty on all counts: first-degree murder and attempted murder. Carly broke into sobs as she received her sentence: life in prison without parole for first-degree murder and an additional 10 years for tampering with evidence. Carly Gregg is evil, said Rankin County District Attorney Bubba Bramlett. Sometimes evil comes in young packages. Carly's story didn't end there. Despite the horrific nature of the crime, Heath Smiley maintained contact with his stepdaughter while she was incarcerated. In court, he believed they still had a relationship worth salvaging. "I think we're good," Heath testified. "We talk just about every day now." A bond forged through trauma, a reminder that even amidst darkness there can be flickers of light. Carly Gregg's case raises urgent questions about mental health awareness among teens today. How many young people are struggling silently? How can we better support them before it's too late? Mental health issues are often stigmatized or overlooked until they reach catastrophic levels, as seen in this tragic case. A call to action resonates here. We must advocate for better resources for mental health support in schools and communities. Carly Gregg's story is not just one of betrayal. It reflects our society's struggles with mental health and justice for minors. As we reflect on this tragic case, we are reminded how vital it is to address mental health issues among youth before they escalate into violence, a call for action that resonates deeply within our communities. Thank you for joining us on The Stepdaughter's Betrayal. If you found this story compelling or know someone who might benefit from hearing it, please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Until next time, stay safe and informed.